Hello everyone and welcome to episode 7 of the Creator Cast. This is honestly just going to be a quick thank you note to everyone who has obviously watched the show, got involved in the comments and shared it amongst your friends and family, because I've seen so many people posting it on Twitter. I've seen people posting it on their Instagram stories, and I just want to say thank you so much for all the support. I also actually want to say thank you for everyone who's really got involved with today's questions. Not because it's like the standard questions of what you'd ask an artist, but there's like a lot of really silly questions what are going to be asked today, and it's all down to you guys. And I'm really looking forward to actually just having a bit of fun with Soko, and I'm hoping that's how you pronounce her name. I'm going to ask him straight away. But I just want to say thank you for really getting involved with the show. It could not have happened without you guys and your support and your input. So that's honestly it. I just hope you enjoyed today's show. I've got a lot of special guests happening in September. We've almost got a fully booked schedule. One thing I want to find out from you guys actually is, if you get a chance, let me know on Twitter or in the comments below. Do you want to be do you want me to be posting 2 episodes a week or 1 episode a week? I just want to know that, because I'm in 2 minds regarding what to do there. So if you are able to help me in any way, give me some advice and everything like that, I'd really appreciate it. And yeah, that's it. All right, guys, take care. See you soon. Peace. Bye. Hello.
Hello.
Hey. I think so.
It died for a second.
No, I think it's okay now. Actually, hang on.
Yeah, I changed the Wi-Fi. It should work now.
How you doing?
Okay, I guess. I don't know.
We're
I woke up not so long ago.
Not so long ago.
Yeah.
No, that's all right. For people who are listening, I woke up about an hour ago. So I remember I'm a bit busy today. I've got a few things on, and I messaged you and I was like, "Can we make it a bit earlier?"
Yeah,
But
I woke up for this. I would wake up in like an hour or something normally.
oh yeah, what time do you usually get sleep?
I don't know, late. 4 a.m. yesterday.
Really?
Yeah, I forgot to go to sleep.
How'd you forget?
I kind of was reading and the time just went by.
What do you do at that time? Is it just that you are talking to friends across the other side of the world, or is it that you just sort of go through Twitter and stuff for hours and hours and hours? What do you usually do?
Usually the latter.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm the exact same. I'll be in bed for usually around about, it can be midnight or 1 a.m. and I'll be lying down with Emily, and Emma will go to sleep, and I'm just sat there on my phone like, I'm just gonna read some manga, and then I read like for about an hour easy, and you just catch yourself, don't you?
Yeah, same. I can go to bed at like 1 and then fall asleep at 4.
It's such a horrible thing as well, because when you've got people from all over the world, you don't want to miss out on any conversations, if that makes sense. Like, you don't want to miss anything out. So like what happens is you end up going, like, staying up too late, because you just in case you miss them, and you don't want that. You want to try and be involved as much as possible.
Yeah.
It's a difficult thing for us, really, but you know, we can't really complain. I mean, it's their own choice in the end. Sorry, go.
Especially because like in our friend group, there's a lot of people, right? Like, who's from America?
Yeah, that's true. That's really true. It's like when you see people go into, is it PAX? What's going on right now?
I think so, yeah.
So in my head, I'm thinking that's happening while we're asleep. So all the big things are going off, and we're like, oh, we're going to go sleep soon. Or like big events happen in America, and we're just, and it's usually at night when big things happen. So we wake up and we go, oh, we missed this.
It's like 8-hour difference, right?
Something like that. I never know. Like I'm, whenever I say, oh, the video's coming up at like 10 p.m. British Standard Time, I have no idea what other people's times are for that. I just sort of hope that everyone else is going to figure it out for me.
Yeah, in between you and me, I think it's just an hour.
Yes, that's right.
Yeah.
Yeah, I was trying to work that out myself, but then are you exactly from Poland?
Yeah.
Yeah, and I was thinking I swear that's an hour difference, so I thought I'll ask you if we can do it this time, and hopefully it won't be too early for you. But yeah, honestly, thank you for thank you for waking up.
No problem. It's a day off, so
Oh, that's good then. You got anything else planned apart from this?
no, I don't think so.
What do you usually do on your days off? Is it a case of like you just do you plan your days off? So you know if you know you got a day off, you go, I'm gonna do this, or is it a case of you wake up and you go, okay, I don't know what I'm doing, but we'll see where it goes.
And I usually plan to work on commissions and then
Ah,
see how that goes. But
yeah,
I
yeah.
hadn't have a weekend off for like 2 months now. Every weekend something was happening, like a family event or some weddings or birthdays and all that stuff. So this is my first weekend off in 2 months.
That's not bad though. You sounds like you had a good time.
Yeah, it was fun. I was just tired.
Yeah, it's weird, isn't it? Because social events can be really, really tiring, especially if you're not an extrovert, as in you're not a person who gets energy
Yeah.
from people. You sort of like being on your own or just chilling. And when you go into a big social group, and even though you're having fun, it's like super exhausting sometimes, isn't it?
Uh, Especially, yeah, I am an introvert, but also because of all these events in Poland, we drink any occasions we can. So I
Mm.
was way on my way to becoming an alcoholic.
Oh, really?
It was a mess.
I know. My friend back when I was a child, Michał Orlis, I think his name is. I can't remember. Shouldn't be saying his full name, but either way, it's fine. And he said that in Poland. Now you can actually confirm this because it might have just been, it might have been bullshit. But he said that before people went to work in Poland, that you'd have a shot of vodka just to wake you up, and then you crack on with the day. I don't know if that's true or not. He might have said that when we were kids, so it might have just been bullshit.
It
But
may have like more likely uh, in the like countryside, and
mm,
also not these days. Back when maybe it used to be like that because we were drinking vodka whenever, but these days not so much.
just drinking vodka whenever vodka is the main drink, isn't it, in Poland? Is it, or is it vodka and beer? I can't remember.
Vodka, yes, it's probably the biggest one, but beer is drunk like every day in any house. So
Damn. That well, isn't there a drinking age as well difference? Isn't it younger in? I could be wrong again, but
no, it's 18.
oh, okay. Okay. You're not going like at 12. Like, get the shots in.
I mean, kids start in like school,
Hmm.
and we're high school 16, 17, 18, and 19.
Right.
Like what month you're born. So some people start at like 16, which is illegal, but they still do.
Hmm.
Oh
What what
well.
what what were you? Were you a goody two shoes and drank only when you're 18, or did you drink slightly underage?
Yeah, I started 18, but I mostly started when I went to university.
Of course.
Yeah.
Uh,
Before that, I didn't really have anyone to drink with, so
that makes sense. I mean that's one thing. What's really good about university is a good place to make friends and learn how to be social and all that kind of stuff.
yeah.
That's
I
good.
got most of my friends from university, and then the only other friends I have is from the internet and from my art class.
It's not bad though. It's not a bad thing because it means that your social group is small, but it's like tight knitted, as in
Yeah.
everyone gets on. You don't want to be that person who's friends with like thousands of people, and you speak to like only a couple of them. Like
But yeah, I got a lot of friends from my other friends, so it's like kind of borrowed friends. Some came with my boyfriend, some came with my
yeah.
other friends, and
Hmm.
like, yeah.
Hmm. Hmm. I can't speak English. My God. Um, I'm in a similar boat as well because Emily's friends are now my friends, and we're really I love all of Emily's friends. They're really really nice, and but you sort of sat there and you go, these are borrowed friends. Yeah, you're right, borrowed friends. Borrowed friends is such a perfect term. Oh god, what did you study at university? I don't know too much. This sounds horrible. I don't know too much about you.
Don't worry. I studied construction engineering for 4 years, and now I'm studying applied linguistics.
Whoa. Why did you get into those?
For fun, mostly. I was bored at home, and I figured out because our universities are free.
Oh, okay.
Go. And I figured, why not? I'm still pretty young, so I can go study something else mostly because I don't want to work in engineering. So
Sure. I didn't know university was free for you guys.
yeah, there are paid ones,
Of
but
course.
we have free education. So
Is it kind of like England where it's free, but because you're free for I don't know how it is for you guys, but primary school, secondary school, and then I can't remember what the other ones are, but you go to college when you're a certain age and it's free, and then if you qualify and you're good enough to go to university, that's when you have to pay it. Well, you don't have to pay it then. You have to pay it when you've earned a certain amount back. And I don't know if that's the same thing as you guys. I don't know if it's if the education system is the same or not.
not from what I know, because I have on my year I have a guy that's like close to 40, and he just wanted to study now. So you just have to have your A levels a certain certain grades.
Yep.
And they award you points for that. And if you have a certain amount of points, you go on a list and you're in. There's like a certain amount that can get in. For what age you are. There are also private universities where you have to pay for semesters, but yeah, you need to have money for that. So here you only pay for like a place to stay and for your books, and that's pretty much it.
Wow, that's amazing. What a great way to create opportunities for you guys, you know, because one thing I've always said about like, I don't know what the actual group term is, but Polish people being here, because I interact with quite a lot of Polish people because their kids join into my classes and they are such nice people. And my main thought when it comes to Polish people they are so hard working. They work so hard. And then you have like British people who can be kind of lazy when it comes to a lot of things, but Polish people really know how to apply themselves, and I respect that so much. And I think maybe it's down to that. Maybe it's down to what you just said, where university is free, but you've got to make sure you have the grades for it. You have to earn the right to do that.
It's very competitive to go to like big universities, because I'm in a small one in a small town, so it doesn't really matter what my grades were. I would still get in. Yeah, if you go to a big one, there's like sometimes 10 people for one place, so it's very competitive.
That's awesome. So it makes you really that makes sense then, because you have to have that competitive edge to get in. That's cool. I like that. So
well, I guess, but then when you're trying to find a job, everyone is graduated from university, so you have to work even harder to get a job.
Is that why a lot of people from Poland move to different areas, because there's more opportunities to get work?
Yeah, we are everywhere in the world. Go anywhere. And I went to London, right? And I heard Polish everywhere. Recently, I was in Berlin, and also Polish everywhere.
It is. I bet. Is that nice though for you? Do you think, or because you feel like, oh, I'm not a stranger, if that makes sense? You're not a stranger to these weird lands called London.
Maybe in a way. I don't really care.
No, that's good. Well, I was just trying to think, because that's the last time we've actually spoke verbally, wasn't it? Was in London when we all met up.
Yeah.
I believe so. That's when you and Jane had freaking lasagna at a pizza place.
Oh yeah, it was freaking amazing.
It looked good, but I was just offended that you didn't have a pizza at Pizza Express.
Oh, every time I go to a pizza place, I value the quality of food by the quality of pasta they have.
Actually, that's kind of, yeah, that kind of makes sense because if you go to an Italian restaurant and their pasta's not good, well, yeah,
Yeah.
you can leave, kind of thing. Me,
Kind of, yeah.
me and Emily must have looked like alcoholics when we went there because when I remember walking into Pizza Express, we all sat down and we were ordering food, and then I can't remember what you guys had, but like some of you had orange juice and Coca-Cola and
I
stuff
think
like
I
that.
had coffee.
Yeah, that's right, that's right. And then there's me and Em who's got like bottle of wine and stuff. And I never drink during the day, and I was like, no, it's a special occasion. Meeting all my online friends and stuff. It's like, all right. And I actually remember drinking like because I don't drink often at all, despite my name. But I think I had one glass, 1.5 glasses, and I sat there and went, oh no, I'm slightly tipsy.
Oh,
I,
damn.
I was so disappointed in my lack of alcohol. What's the word I'm thinking of? Resilience. Yeah, my resilience to being drunk. Like, I don't know why. Just sometimes you can drink, and I don't know if you still drink that much, but you can drink like one drink forever, and you'll be fine, and then you'll drink another drink once, and it gets you. It really gets to your head.
Can't relate. I have like the strongest head.
Mihao was definitely very good at drinking. Bless him. Is vodka your go-to drink though?
No, I prefer enough or rum
Rum's
or
very good.
cider. Cider is good.
Do you go for the normal cider as apple cider, or do you
Yeah.
go for the like really nice ciders where it's like different flavors and stuff?
No, that's weird.
Oh, really?
Because like it's still made of apples, but it usually here at least you have cider just made from apples, but it's flavored as pears, for example, which is weird.
You don't agree with it. You're like, what's this?
Yeah, no. It's some dark magic, dude.
Ah, they have to put it in a big pot and like stir it around like witches around a cauldron.
It's just some artificial flavors, so
That's true. That's true. I personally don't like traditional cider. I'm a what's the word? The prettier a drink can be, I'll drink it. So like, if it pours out and it's really pink, I'm like, oh yeah, that's what I want. I want the when I go for cocktails, I'm like, I want the prettiest drink, please. Yeah, do you want an umbrella with it? Yes. Do you want a flower with it? Yes. Let's make it as pretty as possible. I do not mind. And in my head, I think I judge if I'm going to go out drinking. I haven't done this for such a long time, but I'll look at the cocktail list and I have to have a picture of the drink, so then I can like say that one, because if it doesn't look good or it doesn't look pretty, I'm not that interested.
no. If I go for drinks, I have my go-to drinks like cocktails and stuff. So, but sometimes when you go to like a fancy place, then we'll go for the pretty ones.
Your standard drinking one. Yeah, I think everyone has that though, where if it's a casual drink, it's kind of, or the very first drinks you have, there's certain standards, and then when you get into it, you start to go like a bit more adventurous. So yeah, I'll try that one. I'll try that one with a big pineapple wedge in it.
We usually start like with kamikaze. It's called. It's like blue curacao and rum and lemon, I think. And there are shots. So we go for rounds of shots, and then we're like, oh yeah, we're ready for something like stronger. So we go with mojito, or then like vodka or whiskey comes out, and we usually me and my friend, when we're like, oh yeah, we should stop, and then we're like, yeah, let's get a shot of tequila.
Tequila's good. Tequila's nice. I haven't had
it's
it.
good, but it wrecks me.
Yeah, it does. People who are listening, if you're underage, please wait until you're 18 or 21.
Yeah, don't drink responsibly or don't drink at all.
And I always feel bad about that because it's like my name's obviously, well, my username is Whiskey in the Jam Jar Whiskey, and in my head I'm thinking, but I don't drink it that much now. I used to drink it when I was younger, but now I mean, I've got a bottle of what is it? Yeah, it's Monkey Shoulder, which is really nice whiskey from Christmas, and I just haven't touched it. The bottle's still like the bottle hasn't been popped at all. So the top hasn't been popped yet, and I always feel like I'm being ironic all the time with my name now because I just don't drink.
It's good to have an occasion.
That's true. I think I'm one of those people though where I don't drink, but when I do drink, I really drink. So let's say New Year's, for example, New Year's Eve, went round to Emily's family home, and I brought my whiskey. What did I bring? I had Jameson's because I like Irish whiskey, and I was drinking it, and we just got into it, and we just kept drinking, and then we finished a bottle, and I went, oh wait, I've got a bottle of Yamazaki whiskey at home. I'm gonna grab that. So we almost went through 2 bottles of whiskey in that night, and I drank the majority of it. And it was one of those where you don't, once you get into it, you don't realize how bad you're gonna be, and then it was just a disaster. I do remember the counting to midnight. And obviously making sure, you kiss your partner at midnight because that's what you got to do. But after that, I believe I spent most of the time in the bathroom.
Oh, jeez.
Oh, I
remember having a lot of blackouts, but I never got sick after alcohol.
No.
Yeah, never.
What?
Strong stomach.
Damn it. Oh, I feel so wimpy.
Oh, jeez.
See, yeah, my body's just like, no, get it out. Go, leave it. We don't need this shit. That's so cool. Well, not cool. It's not cool. Drinking's not cool. But like, it's interesting to know like who can handle it and who can't. Because, like I said, my body will just reject that shit straight away because it doesn't want it.
Yeah, my partner is like that too. He can drink, he has pretty strong head, but really wimpy stomach.
What's your partner's name, by the way? Sorry.
It's Mateusz, but like it's in Polish, so you can just refer to him as Matt.
Yeah. Well, but what was it in Polish? Mateusz, was it?
Mateusz, yeah.
Aye, that's cool. But Matt, cool.
Call him Matt. It's shorter and easier.
Also, I actually said this at the beginning of the video. How do we say your name? Because I've always said Soko, but in my head I'm always thinking, is that right? And I don't even know if actually, I don't think actually.
Right.
Is that your real name as well?
My real one, like a birth name, is Paulina or
Paulina.
Paula. Yeah.
Ah, because when I was trying to start the intro of this, I was gonna say I said Soko, but I've been saying to everyone like their names. So I've obviously said Soph and Maddie and Dukes and all that kind of stuff. And I'm like, I don't know Soko's real name.
Yeah, I don't use my real name on the internet. Everyone knows me as Soko.
That's cool. As long as no, I like that. I just remember when I first started, and obviously I made the name Whiskey in a Jam Jar, and in my head I wanted everyone to make sure they call me Whiskey because I thought that sounded cool, and everyone started calling me Jam Jar and Jam, and I was like, no, that's not what I want you to call me.
I introduced myself in my videos and all as Soko, so people just like went with it.
Cool. Yeah. How are you doing with making your videos? I know you do a lot of animation videos and stuff and meme videos, if I remember rightly.
I kind of abandoned my channel for like 2 months now.
That's because you're drinking every weekend.
Oh, yeah, well, that too, but doing a collab, which I am garbage at. So I can't draw the poses because I picked up way too complicated poses for myself. So
Sure.
now I'm just struggling. And I don't want to publish anything like in between because I promised to get this collab done.
That's
So just my
totally
channel is just
understandable.
dead now.
I think that's admirable though, dude, because obviously if you promised, yeah, you're going to be doing a collab with someone, and then you end up doing something else and getting caught up in other stuff. Yeah, I get that, because you don't want to do anything else until that's done. It was like with the podcast with the Dukes. I had so many issues with the upload. I don't know what happened. I'm kind of worried about this one too. I think I know what I'm going to be doing to fix it all, but I remember just thinking to myself, I don't want to book anyone else in for September until that video is out, because I just can't do it. It's not fair for me to say, oh, like we had a really good time and really excited for the episode to come out, and it just doesn't come out. It's like, I don't want to do that. So totally understand where you're coming from, dude.
Yeah. I also was working on commissions, so that also took a lot of my time.
That's of course. How are you finding commissions? Are you getting all the ones you need? Are you filling these spaces up really quick? And I'm assuming that they're filling up faster and faster and faster now, because obviously a lot more people are starting to realize how fucking awesome you are, I guess.
Thanks, but no, not really. I usually get the small chibi ones, which are like, they are the cheap ones, so they help me. But unless I get like a big commission, then the commissions don't really like support me.
That's fair. I mean, I asked for a chibi one. That's my logo now for everything, because it's really cute.
They're fun to do though. I like doing these chibis.
It's interesting because like your style deviates so much. So you have, like, let's say your Grumps picture, what I've got up on the screen right now, but like you go super cartoonish and adorable to then like really abstracty looking things, and then you go up to like hyper realism, and it's just there's no in between. It's just that and that, and it's like, damn, it's because it's so interesting to see like how much variety you have in your style. Like, I'm gonna bring up your Instagram right now for everyone, but like it's kind of nuts actually. Like your Crowley ones, and
I used to hate that about myself, like I didn't have a certain style just go to that people would recognize me for, but I decided like whatever. Let's just go for it. The more variety, the more like jobs I can pick up.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Well, even I'm trying to think how many like styles you have in a sense, because you got the hyperrealism one, which is like a painting. The one with you and Matt, by the way, is adorable. Your is it your birthday or anniversary one? Hang on. Oh, it's Matt's birthday. Yeah. It's like super adorable and extremely realistic. Like the best fries I've ever seen painted. But yeah, you have that. Then you have you draw. Is that oh, you drew Maddie's clown. Oh, that makes sense actually, because that's Maddie's style and in your own style. But it's just really cool to see like. So
I have like.
Go on.
I think there's the chibi one, the like cartoony one, the marks here like at the beginning, I think. Then there's like the realism but the messy one, and then there's the hyper realism where I've done any in ages now. But yeah.
How long does it take you on average to do the hyper realism ones?
Oh damn! Usually the messy ones take like up to 4 or 5 hours. I don't want to go more than that because I would just go insane. For realistic ones, the last one I did, I think it was for Detroit Become Human when that was popular. So that was like a year ago. Oh wow! So that took me like 3 days, I think. On the course of 3 days, I did that.
Which ones are you saying are hyperrealism, and which ones are you saying are not? Because like some of them look hyperrealistic, and you just said that. Oh, where's mine? You just said that the Detroit Become Human one was the last one, so I'm trying to find that.
Oh yeah, it was June, I think, 2018, the Luther one.
Hang on. I mean, I might have scrolled past it to be fair, but damn, it's really just nuts to see how many different styles you got. And then you got Antisepticeye Dick Butt, which is pretty hype.
Oh God, yeah, that happened.
That's the hyper realistic one, right? That's the one you're talking about.
Yeah, there's also the meme style that I have, which is just for shits and giggles, but I like that one.
I think it's good though, dude. Like that you're able to do so many different styles because, like you said, it keeps it fresh. It keeps it so you don't become insane.
Yeah. Oh, there's also the style I did for like pocket YouTubers. I think I call that.
Oh, you know what I should
have different style.
Damn it! You know what I should have done? I should have wore my the t-shirt what you made. You know, the Antisepticeye one.
I'm still so like, you actually got that. Thanks, man.
Oh no, it's all good. I've just brought it up as well. But yeah, the one where it says "kill." If you remember, it's the one what I wore to Brighton with Emily, and yeah, it's really cool. I remember seeing it. I was like, that's really adorable. So I want to get it, and obviously support you.
Hyper realism is next to the pocket ones, actually.
Okay.
Oh yeah. And that takes like days.
Yeah. Oh, I remember this one. Yeah, Luther. Yeah. I remember Luther. Damn.
I decided never again, but it will happen at some point.
It's great though. Luther was a good character.
I liked him.
Yeah, he was great. Like Detroit Become Human's one of those where for me at least, like I saw so many people fall in love with it and get really hyped about it, get really involved with it. And I believe that's why it got so popular, because everyone jumped on the bandwagon, started doing artwork and stuff like that. Like everyone fell in love with Connor and Hank.
Oh, and Connor is great.
Oh yeah, he is. But this is the thing, like with that, I personally believe that it was a good game, but if it didn't have Hank and Connor, it would have been an average game. Like that's my own opinion, obviously. But
yeah, they had a really good dynamic, and Connor was just like very likable as a character. So
absolutely,
definitely helped the game, and the fandom fell in love with Connor.
The amount of people...
there's also people that just loving the relationships between the characters, so that also pushes it.
Yeah. I saw a lot of people ship them. And it was kind of like, all right, okay. I thought we were just...
everything.
Yeah, that's true. Everyone gets shipped in this universe. You can think of anyone. I guarantee there's some kind of ship between Tom and Jerry. Like someone drew something with Tom and Jerry.
You won't want to know, honestly, because I saw that.
What?
Like, Google it.
Wait, there's ship of that?
There's even ships of Looney Tunes characters.
Oh no!
Animals, but people ship them.
Oh.
Yeah, you didn't want to know. There's ships between the Teletubbies. I've been on like weird sites on the internet. Okay.
Oh no! I've got oh fuck!
Oh,
shit. I'm scared to look. Teletubbies ship.
Do it to yourself.
If I put ship, it's just gonna be a bunch of ships. It's just a bunch of boats on the screen. You know what? I'm gonna just. Okay, at least it's not that bad. I thought it was gonna be a lot worse. A lot of it's just
It's where you look.
Nah, I'm not gonna even put it on the screen just in case I see something. But yeah, apparently that was what happened though. You know, when there were the people in the costumes, like a lot of them were, I can't remember if they're dating each other or something like that. I heard stories about it, or there's always stories about it. Yeah. But Teletubbies was like, I don't think I grew up with Teletubbies, but I remember my little brother. I say little brother, my brother Josh, and he watched it, and I really hope I don't embarrass him for this, because I remember sitting there looking after him while he's watching Teletubbies, but then I ended up watching it myself, unironically. So I started getting into the characters, like, oh yeah, it's Tinky Winky Dipsy Poe. And what's the other one? Lala.
Oh yeah.
It's so weird. It's so weird thinking back to like childhood cartoons. It must have been different for you. Like, did you watch the same things as us, or did you have anything with the like Polish equivalent? If that
Yeah,
makes
we
sense?
had a lot of Polish cartoons that we were watching. Ones that's called Pszczółka Maja was very popular. It's translated to Maya the bee or something like that.
Oh,
Maya
what?
being the name.
Hang,
And
mhm.
you
Hang on, what was it called again? Sorry.
wanna type it in? I can't wait.
Yeah, you know what? Type it in and put it in Discord, because it'd be good to
Think
know
that's how
about.
it's spelled. Wait.
That's what's crazy when it comes to the Polish language as well. Like, you have so many different letters, and I don't want I don't think it's called dialect, but it's really
Yeah, that's
cool.
how it's called, like Pszczółka Maja. Yeah, we have the O with a thing, which this and this is the same letter. That it sounds the same. It is the same letter, but some words have the O one and
Yeah.
some others just U. And you need to
Right.
learn which words have which. Same for
Jesus.
this and this. This is also the same letter. This and this is the same letter.
Why? Why?
I don't know, it's just stupid. But we have this and we need to learn which is which, like which
Wow.
goes in which word.
That's nuts. We're lazy. I said this with when I was speaking to Flirt and McGanny. Like, English people are so lazy when it comes to languages usually, because I just messed up I didn't even pronounce usually correct then. I just went usually. Anyway, yeah, like we're so reliant on other people learning English that we don't have to learn like Polish or Indonesian or anything like that as much, because everyone learns English, so it's easy for us.
Yeah, it's the biggest language. People tend to learn like English, right? Some like Spanish is also popular, right? Japanese or Chinese, because a lot of people speak that. You usually learn the languages of your neighboring countries.
That makes sense. That does make sense.
So
Yeah,
we
'cause-
in school
yeah.
we teach German, Russian, French sometimes, usually maybe Spanish or Italian.
Russian is another language where I look at the alphabet and I'm just like, I do not know what that is. I have no
They
idea.
don't have that many weird letters.
Oh no?
Yeah, like
This is so cute, by the way.
and to pronounce them, it gets easier. I mean, usually Slavic languages like Russian, Belarusian, Polish, and all that, pretty similar. So when we meet, we can kind of communicate, even not knowing other languages.
I see. Yeah, that makes sense. That does make sense. Like, that's the thing as well. Like, obviously got English, but a lot of times languages what we learn in school, we learn them because they're kind of easy to learn in a sense, because they don't usually change letters and the alphabet's almost always the same, but it's just different ways of pronouncing it and putting it together. So it's kind of easy to understand. And then obviously if you're learning Polish or Russian or did you say Slavic languages? Was that what you said?
Yeah.
Yeah, then it's harder because it's harder to relate to it. It's interesting. But this looks adorable, by the way. This program, what you talked about, this TV show.
It was just like on a field. There were just all these bags and stuff. And
yeah,
they had adventures.
that's a good way to sell it. They had adventures.
Yeah.
We're in a field. There's like 3D versions too.
One with there's a lot of reboots, but the traditional one is better.
Always. It looks really cute.
Yeah,
though.
we had a lot of Polish cartoons that were great when they were first made in like 90s or even 80s. Watch them as kids. Think them now, and they're not as good.
No, it looks adorable. It kind of reminds me of don't know why, but it kind of looks like the Smurfs to me. I don't know why, but maybe it's just because it's in a garden and they're little.
We had the Smurfs too.
Smurfs were pretty good. I didn't really get into them that much. Like I was I was a Cartoon Network person, so I was watching Courage the Cowardly Dog, Ed, Ed and Eddie. What else would I
Yeah.
watch? There's
I
like,
was the Looney Tunes kind of person.
okay. No, Looney Tunes is good though. Looney Tunes is
I love that
fantastic.
stuff.
Do you still watch it?
Yeah, sometimes.
There's no shame in that. Like sometimes it's good. It's good just to, like me and Emily will sometimes go on to. Well, I say me and Emily. I will force Emily into watching like something on YouTube. So if I'm in the mood for Courage the Cowardly Dog, I'd find, because sometimes like apps and stuff don't have it. So I'll go on to YouTube and find a Courage the Cowardly Dog stream, and they'll just stream episodes of it all. And you just sit there, it's like, oh, this is so good. And same thing with Ed, Ed and Eddie. Anything. I wonder if My Ed B, which is the pronunciation, I guess, translation of it, would be live streamed too on YouTube. That would be interesting.
I don't know. I usually watch cartoons when like switching through channels and they're just on the telly.
Mm-hmm.
Like, oh yeah, I used to love this as a kid. Maybe it's still good, and it usually is. So I just watch it.
It's so weird though, because as an adult, you see it differently. Like when you're a kid, you just see the imagery. You sometimes get the story, sometimes get what we're saying, but you therefore
all the innuendos. Oh gee.
Yeah, like The Simpsons is a perfect example of that. Where when you're a kid, you watch it and you sort of go, "Oh, that's funny," and he's strangling his son. That's funny, isn't it? But when you're an adult and you're watching, there's an episode. I always revert back to this one. There's an episode in The Simpsons where Marge and Homer are basically fornicating in different areas. So like they're making love with each other in different areas. So one is a golf club windmill, I believe. And I remember watching that as a kid. I just thought, oh, we're just hanging out, just chilling.
Yeah.
But I think that's good. I think that's a good thing where it's designed for kids and adults, where it's subtle enough that parents can get it, and it's subtle enough that the kids don't get it. Don't get the other things, if you would.
Yeah. Well, it's made by adults, and they usually put that stuff in for shits and giggles because they know kids won't get it.
That's so true. Yeah. And if the kids do get it, it's like, well, at least they're learning.
Yeah.
That's so. Yeah. That's so silly of me not to think about that. They are adults. They, of course, they're going to do something. I wonder if they did that on purpose. Like, obviously, we would put it in, but literally because they think, oh, let's see what we can get away with. I wonder.
Yeah, there's a lot of that. Let's see what we get away with.
It's so. Yeah. I mean, it makes sense when you have Japanese anime and stuff where they're not trying to get away with anything. If they want you to see like naked ladies or men, they're like, here you go, here you go, have it all, enjoy. Doesn't matter. So good. Do you watch anime at all, Soko?
I used to way more than I do now, but I am still watching Boruto every episode it comes out. Because I loved Naruto.
Yes.
Boruto is not really good, but I still watching it for the nostalgia mostly.
I've heard the anime isn't that good.
Yeah, the anime is pretty shit.
Yeah, that's why I've watched all of Naruto, Naruto Shippuden, and it's really, 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 really good. I can't, for some reason, I don't know why, but I was like, I didn't want to watch it to start with because it was like anti Dragon Ball Z, if that makes sense. Like if you either watch Dragon Ball Z or you watch
I
Naruto.
love Dragon Ball. I watched everything from Dragon Ball.
Yeah, in fact, we spoke about that before, as in how good Dragon Ball is. Yeah, we have.
Yeah.
But yeah, Naruto is very good. The fight scenes in Naruto is fantastic. The animation is so good in the fight scenes.
Yeah, there's some sloppy ones.
Yeah, of course.
Like the newest episodes, there were a lot of sloppy ones. At the smear frames and all that shouldn't be in some places, but it was still really good. The plot was good, so that pushed it.
That's true. That's true. I've read all the manga for Boruto. The manga's really good. If
Oh yeah, I was recently catching up on that.
it's very good, to be fair. I've started doing that now, where I'm reading the manga more than watching the anime.
The manga and the animes were really different.
Yeah, I heard. Yeah, I heard about that. It's like with what am I reading right now? I'm reading One Piece. I've got it on my phone anyway. I'm reading One Piece. I'm reading yeah, what am I reading? Hang on a second. I'm reading One Piece, Berserk, Attack on Titan, Blam, Boruto, Hunter x Hunter or Hunter x Hunter, and One Punch Man. And I've been an avid anime watcher and not a manga reader, but recently, in the past few months, I've just been really, really loving reading manga, and like I've stopped watching the anime instead, and I feel kind of
Oh,
bad.
oh
Because
well, the mangas are cool because the art is good and you're also reading something. So
no, that's true. That's the only thing I do read. I don't read personally,
I love reading.
really.
Yeah, I haven't recently actually have time.
Hmm.
I haven't had time to read in like a year. I have so many books I bought because I wanted to read them.
Hmm. Hmm. What's
Book a
your
day sometimes.
a book a day?
Yeah,
Can you? Is that speed
study.
reading?
And I don't know.
It's speed reading.
Reading.
Dude, when I read, if I'm reading a book, there's a few things that happen. One, I always get really tired because I just feel like I'm really dozy. But two, like I'll read a sentence and I have to read it again and again just so it sinks in. The amount of times I have to reread a sentence in when I'm reading is ridiculous. So I tend to listen to audiobooks more than anything now.
Yeah, I prefer because I can see the words, so
Totally
it's easier for
understandable.
me.
No, I get
Yeah.
you. I get you. Are you a visual learner?
Uh, I think so. I don't know. I learn quicker when I hear something
Oh,
when
okay.
but I need to read something to myself aloud and then I remember it. So that's how I used to like study for tests and all.
So you actually say it out loud.
Yeah, because
Wow.
I remember something I hear more than I remember something I see. That's why I don't have memory for faces, like at all. I
Hmm.
don't have memory for names, so
Hmm. Oh, that makes sense. No, no, no. That's totally understandable, dude. They
will
say,
but I
please.
will like remember what shoes someone had for like a week ago for no reason.
That's really random.
Yeah. My brain works weird.
I think everyone's brain works weird though, dude. You can sort of let yourself off of that. uh, it, it's weird. Memory is such a weird thing because like Emily hates it because I say I have short term memory. So like or short term memory loss because she'll tell me something yesterday and she'll bring it up today and I'll go, I don't know, I don't know, I don't know what you're talking about.
Yeah, I do that too.
Oh, I hate it because it's something where I'm not doing it on purpose. I'm not forgetting it on purpose. I'll
Yeah,
just
I feel yeah.
it just doesn't pop in. It doesn't stay. It doesn't glue in, and I don't know why that is. Maybe it's just because there's so much information we have nowadays. But
Maybe.
oh
I used
man,
to use it to my advantage though when we had tests that I knew I wouldn't like need later that information. I would just learn like an hour before a test
hmm,
and the short-term memory will keep it. I would write the test, pass it for like with flying colors, but then I would forget everything.
I was the exact same way with German. I
Oh
I'm on
yeah.
a
Oh,
I,
I'm studying German now and I don't know anything.
really
Yeah. But
damn.
I passed everything.
That was the same for me. I think I got a B in GCSEs for German. Bear in mind, I barely shown up and stuff, but I just remember we had an oral exam, so we had to speak to the teacher, and we had to have a conversation with the teacher and answer questions what she asked and stuff. And I studied really hard for it because I wanted to remember it because in the end GCSEs and exams is just a memory test.
Yeah.
And I remember doing the exam and feeling good, got it all right. The moment I walked out and closed the door, every bit of German, because it was the last thing I needed to do. Every bit of German I ever learned completely left my brain. I remember it. I remember it was like a pop. It was like, pop, oh, don't need it anymore. It was really weird. I felt bad.
Yeah, we had like oral exam too, but we just had like a list of 50 topics that we had to like learn to talk about. We could learn by heart or something. One of them would blindly choose another one that so we would have to like learn all of them because you don't know what we're gonna pick, and then talk about that, and then they would ask you random questions. I remember I didn't know, like, I don't know many words, so even if I understood the question, I would be like, yeah, good luck. I would use random words that I thought made sense for me, but the good thing was I made my teachers laugh.
Yeah, that's always good. One of the biggest secrets people need to learn when it comes to school and college and university: get along with your teachers, because they will help you, and if you're struggling or anything like that, they'll help you, but they'll let you get away with stuff as well. So I remember,
like, I mean, you can help your teachers, just be nice to them.
Yeah, definitely.
So yeah, they can like you, you can hate them.
So it is interesting how some teachers you just don't click with. It's like some teachers you love, and you love going to their classes, and then some teachers just go, nope, I'm not a fan of you.
We had like one teacher that all of us hated, and he hated us too, to be fair. Like we had technical drawing, like house designs and all.
Sure.
In his class, and we were making the houses, everything was great, and he would say, no, that's like on the wrong format, like the paper was too small, and like now you need to redo all of it, even though before that he said it was fine, like it was okay, but no, now you have to redo it. So we're plotting murder every class.
How can we fuck with him?
Yeah. I mean, we skipped his class sometimes, to be fair, but like the headmaster backed us because no other teacher actually liked him too. So
wow, damn.
The headmaster was always on our side.
That's nice. It's always good when the headmaster's on your side. We got, I think it was never me, because I was actually kind of a goody two shoes when it came to school. I was quite a good student. I didn't really mess about. I got along, but there was a lot of shit what kicked off in school. For example, in my second school, I can't remember his name. I just remember I think he was a science teacher, but he grabbed a stool, and he got so annoyed at some students, and especially one student, and he grabbed a stool and he threw it at a student, like just launched it across the room, and obviously he got fired. Yeah. And then I think in the same school, there was this lady, can't remember her name either. I don't really want to say names anyway. But yeah, she had a breakdown in class where she just burst into tears and ran out. Yeah, she ran out of the school and drove home just in the middle of a class. And
we broke a teacher once too.
When you say we, does that mean you were part of it?
Well, it was my class, so we're all responsible.
No. I'm not saying that, because I was in classrooms.
We're right, like little shits.
There we go.
We're horrible. We're considered the worst class in the whole school.
Really?
The biggest troublemakers. We would we'll have this weird glass front closets. Well, not closets, you know what I mean, right?
Yes,
the glass front shelves.
Yeah.
And they were closed, they had a key, right? You needed to have a key. So we got the key somehow. I don't know how, from the headmaster's office or somewhere, I think. Someone got the key and we closed a student in there. Student there. We broke into astronomy tower once and ordered pizza there.
That's great.
That's the only reason we got caught, because we ordered pizza. We're the worst.
That I would have never guessed you were like rebellious as a kid.
I am the worst like student ever. I skip classes daily.
I did skip classes, but that was it. Like if I'm in a class, I was quite good most of the time.
I mean, we like grew out of it, but
Yeah, it's what's sad is when people don't grow out of it.
yeah.
So they live their like adult life the exact same. It's like, dude, you were a kid back then. Now relax. Not
Yeah, we
everyone's
were
at
pretty nice in the class. Like we studied and all that. Sometimes we like pissed off teachers, but you know it happens. But after class or on breaks, we're the worst.
Oh, really?
Yeah, that usually happened after class, all the shenanigans, or like in between classes, because we have like breaks in between every class. We have like 15 minutes
Yeah.
of break. Shit happened.
Oh, but I do remember break times in it. This actually, I was really good for my first school, really good for my second school, really good. Started to get become a bit of a dick near the end of my third school, and it was definitely because of my peer group, because we on breaks and lunches, where our school was situated, it was kind of like on the edge of a countryside area, like farm area. So we'd on break times we'd leave the school area, go into the field, to the school field, but we'd keep walking into the woods. And in the woods, all sorts of shit happened. So you had people smoking cigarettes, drinking alcohol, smoking weed. I don't think anyone did any hardcore drugs. No, it was all soft drugs.
Yeah, I get that.
But we kept going through the woods, and it opened up into a farmer's field. So we'd just be walking around a farmer's field, trespassing casually, and we realised that at one point, if we went too far, the farmer would get in his Range Rover, his car, and drive up to us. And we'd have to run away. And we kept doing it every single fucking day. And I just remember, and I joined in like slightly. I was never the furthest out, but I was one of the people out there. And oh man, I felt so bad for the farmer, because he's just trying to chill and make a living, and we're just like messing. Actually, I don't think we did mess up his crops. No, we didn't. We actually didn't. If anyone was, I actually remember. I remember one of our friends went up to his crops. I think it was corn or something like that, and like they started kicking the shit out of it, and we all rinsed them and just like said, "No, dude, that's just not cool. Don't do that." So we were like,
that's good.
Yeah, we were rebellious, but we knew the line, which is cool. But we just enjoyed it where we'd go really far and he'd drive and chase us. Like that was such a buzz. And then, oh yeah, and then once we must have got reported, because I remember being in the field, and we heard one of the students like run up to us and go, "Oh shit, the teachers are here!" So the teachers had come up to the field into the woods, and there was like 6 of them trying to catch us all. And I got away. We went in class, and then and all the teachers like had a meeting in front of the students, like, right, we can't have this happen and all this kind of thing, and started blaming certain people. And I'm at the back, all acting innocent because they didn't see me. So I never got caught. I never got blamed for it. But
yeah, I got away with a lot of stuff like that too. Just no one saw me, so I was like, yeah, that wasn't me.
Damn. We used to play like a lot of rough games as a kid. So I don't know if you've heard of the game called Bulldog. It's a very British school game.
No, maybe it's just called differently.
Yeah, so it was basically that you had a group of friends in one line, and one person was in the middle, and all you had to do is run from one end of the school, let's say, or the play area, to the other end of the play area without getting like tagged. And if you got tagged, you were part of the middle group, and then it got obviously it got harder and harder and harder for people.
Yeah, I know this game.
Yeah, and we started taking it another level, and it was on concrete. So instead of tagging, you'd have to take each other down. So you'd have to grab each other and wrestle them down to the floor. And we ended up sort of just rugby tackling each other. into concrete, and people were like getting scraped up, like bloody noses and stuff, and it got banned. And it was really sad because everyone was enjoying themselves, we were just being boisterous, and in fact it wasn't just a group of lads, it was boys and girls were playing it, and we kicked the shit out of each other. as kids, we'd love it. And yeah, I just remember that getting banned. Oh man. Oh god, the worst thing I think I ever did growing up, as like looking back, I thought, oh no, I shouldn't have done that, was in the school field they made a like artificial hill. So we got a bunch of dirt, piled it up to make it look like a mound or a hill, and me and my friends played a game called King of the Ring. So we go on top of the mound, and the person on top wins, and everyone has to try and get him off. So we'd be throwing each other off like all the time, getting hurt and stuff. But once, me and my friend Nathan, I believe, we do you know what a leg and a wing is at all?
I don't know.
No, it's fine. Basically, it's where someone lies down on the floor. One person's one person is on one end of them, the other person on the other end, and you grab their hands. So one person grabs their hands or wrist, and the other person grabs their ankles, and you lift them up. So basically, you lift them up off the ground, and you start swinging them side to side.
Yeah.
And then, well, I think people who are from England, hopefully you know this, but it used to have a chant where it was like, a leg and a wing to see the king, and then you like let them go, and they go flying. But we did that on top of the mound once, and now it's like all like beautiful. It's got grass all over it. It's really soft. We did it when it was mud and dirt and concrete, and we swung him off, and he swung off, and he landed on like a piece of concrete what was sticking out, and I think he broke his wrist or broke his arm. And I remember standing there going, oh shit, I did a bad thing, and I felt so guilty. I can't remember the guy's name. I think his name was Andrew, I believe. But yeah, it's just one of those where you look back and you think, what a dick. Such a dick move.
We used to do like stupid shit that would probably, now that I think about it, should get us killed.
Go on.
Like, we were kids and didn't know it, right?
Yeah,
so
yeah,
like jumping from like a was it like a second story from the balcony with umbrellas, because we saw it in cartoons, right? So like
wait. You jumped off with umbrellas?
Yeah, as kids. Like, we were like 7 or something, or 6. Me and my cousins, they are twins, and they're like a year younger than me. So obviously I was blamed for everything because I'm older.
Of course.
Like, yeah, you can probably do that. In cartoons, they do that, and it's fine. So we jumped, and I mean, we were fine. We didn't even break anything.
Damn.
Imagine jumping from swings that were like going really, really high.
Yes.
So you went up in the air, like
yeah,
very high. And one time I forgot to I didn't release one of my hands, so it like pulled me back. Under the swing. And my cousin was on the swing next to it, so I was fine, but she just bumped into me, and I just got a bruise on my arm, and I was fine. Like, we broke like an arm or something, but we were fine.
It's nuts thinking back like to that. You'd think, damn, how that not hurt us?
Right.
I remember going to a park, and some parks have like a football area, and it's like combined with a basketball area. So like the goals are they look like cages. So it's the goal, but they have like a platform over the top of them. And me and my friends used to hang out on the top of the platform, and we decided on top of the platform, hey, here's a good idea. Let's play dodgeball. So someone's on the floor, on the ground, throwing balls at us while we're at the top of the cage, and we have to dodge them. Well, once I was sat sat there, and my friend decided to throw a ball at me. So I dodged, but I leaned back, and as I leaned back, I fell off. So I fell backwards, and I remember landing on my thumb, as in like the inside. So instead of like my not my nail side, let's say, I landed on that side. And I just remember thinking, and I was absolutely fine. I got up, totally fine, no injuries, nothing. And I'm just thinking to myself, I could have broke my fucking neck. I could have how did I just thinking, how did I not break anything? Because if I did, in fact, yesterday, I was walking round my street, and I literally walked around a corner, and my left knee buckled. My left knee just started hurting. And I'm thinking, all I'm thinking in my head is, like, just walking hurt my knee. Whereas when I was a kid, falling off something backwards and landing basically on my neck, and I didn't break anything, I was totally fine. How's that happen?
They like play. I don't know what it's called in English. We call it chuchubabka, when you blindfold one person and they need to like grab you. And they scream like the floor is lava. That's what it's in English. We call it ziemia parzy or something like that. They take off the blindfold, and if you're touching the ground, you lose.
Okay.
So they win, right? In between, if they catch you. So we were playing this in a staircase, like because I live in an apartment like on the highest floor. So we are playing on the highest floor on the staircase, and we're jumping in between stories, just not running on the stairs, but like grabbing the, what's it called, the things you grab with your hands,
barriers, if you would, or
maybe.
I think you know what you're on about, the banisters and
the banisters. So we
yeah.
were jumping on the other side of the banisters and going down a story and all that, and one person was blindfolded and like running on the stairs and all. We're doing that and we're completely fine. I think that's what pretty much fucked up all my joints, because now like my knees are fucked. And all of that. So like all the shit we did as kids, now I'm feeling it. Then we are fine. We didn't break anything or something. I only broke my ankle once, and it was because we were jumping over hedges and I didn't notice there was like what's it called, the pavement thing.
Yeah, concrete, if you would, or slabs, or
wait, I'm gonna
a curb.
Google it.
Yeah, do it.
I think so.
We do so much. We do so much fucked up shit when we were kids.
Curb. Yeah.
Curb. Yeah.
Yeah. So there was a curb, and I landed with my ankle on that. So like I thought I only sprained my ankle, but then like my parents couldn't pick me up for like the next 2 hours or something because they were at work. So I waited 2 hours. And I was pretty much fine. It hurt a bit, but I was pretty much fine. They took me to the ER like 2 hours later, and it turned out my ankle was broken in 2 places.
Yeah. Damn.
But I was fine.
I've been very lucky because I've only broken my arm, and that was when I was a really, really young lad. So I cannot remember doing it. I've never, hang on, knock on wood, but I've never broken any other bone since then. And like I've done stupid shit, like obviously jumping off stuff and all that, but like I've been doing martial arts for 19 years, and like I've been doing flips and tricks and stuff, landing on my landing on my like neck and stuff, and some I sprained myself, I sprained an ankle, sprained a knee, pulled stuff, but never broken anything. And I'm very grateful, because now now I'm getting close to 30. Like I've started to not take my time, because I still train and stuff, but I'm a lot more aware of safety. So like I make sure I stretch all the time. I make sure I'm not doing stupid things. Like I'm not going to just jump off something and just think I'll be fine. It's like no, I might hurt myself.
Yeah.
There's a lot more forward thinking now when now I'm older, getting closer and closer to big 30. I'm saying that like 30's the end of the world, and it's not. But
yeah, we have this joke, like the older we get, we just go, oh, you need to start, like my friends, the ones I borrowed from my boyfriend, they are 25, the oldest ones. So
sure.
Like we make fun of them, because like we say, yeah, you're old now, you're 25, because they're the only person that's 25. So we say, you need to start going to the beach, to the sand, because that's where you're gonna end up in.
Ah, that's really funny. You got to connect with the world because you're going to be in it soon.
Yeah. It sounds kind of different in Polish, but that's what we're saying.
I totally understand, dude. No, don't don't worry. That's totally fine. I get called ancient all the fucking time now, dude. Like people in the Discord, people in the community. Like if we're over like, I think you're 24, so you qualify as an ancient. I'm pretty sure within the
Yeah,
community.
all my following pretty much like there's like some people older than me, but very little. In like the 8,000 that follow me, like pretty much, probably 8,000 of them are younger than me.
I think majority are younger than me. I know a few people are older than me, and we look after each other. The ancients look after each other when it comes to that kind of stuff. Yeah. But I find it quite funny because I'm not really, I'm generally not really worried about being older. Like I'll never dye my hair. If it starts going grey, because it is starting to go grey slightly, like I'm not going to be that person who goes, oh shit, I need to get rid of my grey hairs because I want to look young. It's like, no, it's go grey, get old gracefully. Don't cling on to it like, oh shit. Look after your body and all that. Obviously eat healthy, do exercise and stuff like that. But regarding your hair, it's like, yeah, you're getting older. Who cares? Who gives a shit? Like, I don't know. I'm at the point now where I'm young. Please. What were you saying, Soko?
No, I'm just like, we're too young to feel this old.
No, well, that's the thing. Now we know why, because we used to do stupid shit when we were kids, and now we're paying for it now.
Oh God,
that's what happens. So we're thinking, oh, we're just getting bad backs and bad knees and stuff. It's like, no. It's your bad knees from when you were a kid jumping around doing stupid shit. That's where it's from. I don't know. Like I've seen so many people out there who say they're going to start dyeing their hair and colouring the greys. Like, you don't need to, dude. Like, don't worry at all. It's all good. And I feel like clinging on to youth is such a weird thing. And I feel like people who cling on to youth, that's the people who look old. If you know what I mean.
Yeah.
Like.
I feel that.
You know what the worst bit is, for me at least, when as someone who's in their 50s or 60s, 70s and stuff, and they're trying to look 30 or they're trying to look 20, and you see,
that's really weird.
It's so weird when you have the gentlemen who have jet black hair, but then they have a grey beard, or jet black hair and they have grey eyebrows. It's like, dude, just go out, get old. It's okay. It's all right, dude. Like I said, look after your body and stuff, and you know, just eat healthy and all that kind of thing. Make sure you feel young. I mean, if it makes you feel young, then yes, so be it. But don't make it so like you're grey one week, completely grey one week, and then the week after you've jet black hair, and it looks like you've. Like, don't do that. If you're going to start dyeing your hair, dye it as soon as you start going grey, because people will notice that shit. And they'll call you out on that. But
I mean, if they wanna, like, I don't really care. Whatever people do to themselves, like, as long as they're happy, I don't really care.
That's true.
But, like,
that's true. What's the craziest coloured hair you've ever had?
Oh God, I had like every color in my hair except for black, pretty much, and white. I had gray, but like recently I'm ginger, but before that I was pink, red, blue, green, like yellow, blonde, gray. I had everything, like multiple colors, like green and blue at once, blue and pink at once. It was everything. Purple.
What's your favorite?
Probably now ginger, but I also really love pink.
Yeah. I can't remember what you had. I think you had ginger hair when you were in London.
Yeah, like very orange.
Yeah, you were very orange. Well, you were very tall. I did not expect to be so tall.
Oh yeah, I'm 180.
Yeah, I remember just walking up to you and I thought, oh no, you're so much taller than me.
Yeah, pretty much everyone was shorter than me. I remember all the girls and Sean, you, everyone. I was like, oh, cool. Great.
It's all right, dude. Don't worry. We're a cult. The short people cult. We look after each other.
I don't mind. I can reach high shelves for y'all.
Soko, can you get that, please? No problem. And he just like tower over us and reach over our heads to get it.
Yeah, and I also had a hat on too.
Yeah, yeah, you did. You were styling on that day. You were styling.
Yeah,
I
but
don't.
it also made me a bit taller.
Right, it's good. It's good. That's what you want to do. You want to be wearing big heels, big giant hat. You need a top hat. That's what you
Whenever I
need.
wear heels, I'm taller than Matt also, so like we make fun of it.
It's good. You should. It's all. Well, that's the bonus with Emily. Like she's way more shorter than me, so it makes me look a bit, well, feel a bit taller.
Oh yeah, Matt is only like 2 centimeters taller than me, so when I wear heels, he's shorter.
Hmm. Does he request you to wear flats most of the time?
He doesn't really care.
That's good. Good for him. I don't need. I don't worry about Em wearing heels or anything because she's still smaller when she wears heels. So that's good. I mean, yeah. I'd never be like, babe, you gotta wear flats. Why? Just wear flats, please, please, just do it.
I'm not that much taller than him. Like I don't wear super high heels because I would kill myself. Probably, I would just fall.
Yeah, yeah,
But
sure.
like, yeah.
That's fair, dude. I don't think I'd ever wear heels. I was tempted by the insole ones before. You know the things what you can put in your shoes where it makes you look taller. And I just thought to myself, why? What? I don't need to do that. I'm okay. I've got a loving relationship with my fiance. Like, who gives a shit? Who really? And like, obviously, like the community will make fun of me being small and stuff like that. But I find that quite charming and endearing because it's just like, oh yes, I never care about anyone making fun of me when it comes to the community and stuff because I know it's just
Yeah, we
for
poke fun at you like for your height, for your beard.
Yeah, yeah, just bring it up, mate. Yeah, no problem, no problem.
Yeah, no, it's beautiful. It's great beard. 10 out of
Thanks,
10.
thanks, mate. I'm trying my best. Trying my best. After 6 months of growing, it's still looking like shit. That's
At
what
least
I'm.
you have one.
Yeah, that's true. So I'm growing my hair long as well to distract people from my beard. I'm gonna make people look at my hair instead of my beard. That's my go-to plan at least. I have plans for this, and yeah, well, I'm sure it'll be fine. I was so glad that during the charity stream I did a shave the beard or save the beard thing just to as an incentive to grow get more donations, and I was so panicking that shave the beard would win, and it was almost gonna win. Ms. Maggie like donated a bunch of money just to clear house and say, no, you're shaving your beard. And I remember thinking, wow, that's such a lot of money. Thank you so much. That's going to award an amazing charity. Blah, blah, blah. Then back of my head I went, ah, fuck.
Oh, they got me. Yeah.
We had some heroes coming in and supporting me, so I was quite happy about that.
That's awesome.
I dread to think what I'd look like without a beard. There's like pictures of me without a beard, and I look 14. Like now I look 16 at least, but yeah, it's I don't know.
Oh, it's same for Matt. When he I saw him without a beard when I met him 4 years ago, I think. He didn't have a full beard, and then 2 years ago he shaved it because he works with cars and all of that, and I think he burned half of it by accident, so he had to shave it whole, and he was baby, literally. He didn't shave it since, and he's not planning to ever do that.
No, just you gotta commit now. You know, that's basically the same thing for me. Because my beard's super patchy, I have little gaps here. I'm basically calling it a beard comb over. So I'm growing bits of my hair long, so then it can cover up the patches. That's my plan at least. And
that's an idea.
It's my only chance, mate. It's my only chance. I had to come up with something to help me out.
A really, really long one, and then braided.
Yeah, that'd be, I'd love to have a braided beard. There was this I don't know if you do watch anything like that, but there's a UFC referee with, oh my god, I literally I just googled UFC referee, and the very first things what pops up is mustache, because that's the person I'm talking about. But there's a guy, I don't know if I can he's a beast though. Like the stuff what he does, he's a really 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 good referee. But everyone knows him for his mustache because it is the best mustache I've ever seen for a person in a referee, and he's a savage. Let me So his name is Mike Beltran, and I think that's sent to you. Hang on, has it sent?
No.
No, give me a second. But yeah, he's like a super duper duper nice guy too, and it's like
I Google it. I think I found him. Like very long mustache.
yeah. He's so cool.
Yeah.
And he's a tank. I need to bring it up for people to see, but he's a legit martial artist too, and he is gigantic. But he's got the most glorious mustache and beard. No one has got a better beard than him, and it's great. Oh, why is it? Hang on a second. Right now, it looks like your face has got the beard. There we go. But yeah, he's just such a nice guy. He's a tank. I think he's shaving it actually. I think he's shaving it now. I believe he's shaving it. And during the events, usually it's like the fighters are getting tweeted about and stuff like that. And the biggest thing what was tweeted was about him having his mustache shaved because everyone was disappointed.
It's a glorious mustache.
It's glorious mustache, and I look up to it. I will never do it myself.
I was thinking more like the Hobbit style, like shorter, but this is awesome.
It's wonderful. Like it goes to his crotch. It actually goes right down.
Yeah.
Wow, what a hero he is.
Absolute mad lad.
I don't think I've ever used Mad Lad like unironically. I see people saying
I usually meme it, but yeah.
I constantly like laugh at people going absolute mad lad because it's such a meme. I love it.
I started saying it randomly after Felix made that stupid video.
Which one?
And he was screaming absolute mad lad, like it was about like Reddit, I think. It was
yeah. He's got me saying so many fucking phrases right now because of his Minecraft series.
Yeah.
Constant. Like I'm playing when I'm playing Minecraft and stuff. I'm just constantly in my head. I'm going chop 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 chop.
What's the weird swears sometimes.
Oh, I can't pronounce any. I don't know how to pronounce any of his swears, unfortunately.
The Swedish ones?
Yeah.
I just say it's Javla Fitta, right?
Javla Vita.
I think so, yeah. But I was more thinking about when he says like freaky dicky and all that.
Oh, yeah. So you mean the anti-demonetization swearing?
Yeah.
Poor guy. I remember watching his videos and he started like bleeping them all out. I was thinking, what's he doing? And then I realized that if he swears in his videos, he's fucked. He gets demonetized, and it's like, and obviously,
there is so many people that swear in their videos that like YouTube doesn't.
Sean,
yeah.
Jacksepticeye. But I don't know. I don't know why that's the case though. Like, it's kind of nuts because I know Sean's mentioned it when talking to PewDiePie that he gets away with it. But like, I understand it. Why PewDiePie has to bleep it, but like, oh man, it's kind of sad because I'm like, oh man, let him do what he wants, let him say what he wants to say.
Yeah.
You know,
but he's getting creative now.
Exactly, that's the thing. It has made him become really creative with his swearing, and people start doing it. You know, the new one is
just funny. So
yeah, that's what I've loved about his Minecraft series, and is it Medan? Is it Madame Medan?
Medan, yeah.
Yeah, they're a series I'm keeping up to date with PewDiePie. Like I was watching a lot of his when the drama was hitting and stuff, and he was doing the meme reviews and Pew News. I was watching them, but not like consistently, I'd miss a few and not really worry about it. Whereas Minecraft, I've been really enjoying that series.
Yeah, it's so good.
It's fantastic.
But
It's sort
like,
of
yeah.
please, what are you saying? Sorry.
No, it's like Felix is pretty much the only YouTuber I keep up to date with.
Sure.
I
I
watch
do keep up with
consistently.
Sean. I do keep up with Sean, but
I only watch like random videos of it.
yeah, it all depends on what mood I'm in. Sometimes I'm
Yeah.
in the mood to listen or watch. Sometimes I'm in the mood just to not watch any YouTubers.
Yeah,
Um,
Ashton used to be like way too loud for me and like too much energy and all, and now I just like kind of got used to it.
I said this the very first time. I remember one of the first things he ever liked on Twitter of me when I was messaging him. I don't know if I was messaging him or tweeting towards him. I'm not too sure, but I remember saying that um, when I first started listening, watching his videos, I was kind of like, oh, I don't know about this, too loud and stuff, too eccentric, and then it just grew. It just grew on me. Like I just got used to it.
Still skip his intro every time.
Yeah. It wasn't this. I never skipped the intro. I skipped the outro.
Yeah, that too.
But I think what's nice is like when you get past that and you just notice how he's way more settled now. You know, he gets hype some still, but he's
Yeah,
not
but
as
he's more
eccentric.
chill. That's why I
Yeah.
watched Felix for so long because he's like very chill usually.
That's true. I like that though. It's good, and I think that's one thing what this Minecraft series for both of them have done. It's let them just relax and
Yeah.
just enjoy a game. If they want to talk during it, they can talk. They don't have to. They don't. It doesn't feel forced at all.
Yeah, and
And
then they play together and it's just gibberish.
oh, it's so good though, isn't it? They are talking, and they just talk into that weird Swedish accent.
Oh,
The water sheep, the chip chip hop, chip chop. Well, it's actually blip. It's blip
sheep,
blop,
sheep,
ship ship, slip slip, blip blop.
words all the time.
I'm trying to, I'm trying to think if the most recent episode they actually got anything done. I
Yeah, the
think,
most recent I mean, the Felix uploaded, I think.
yes,
They started sorting like all the chests and all. They
yeah.
actually were productive.
I, I'm very when it comes to Minecraft, I'm quite aesthetic when it comes to it. So you know how Sean was talking about if something isn't equal or it's not even, it drives
Yeah.
him mad. I'm the exact same. So, and I bet a lot of people are like that to be fair. But everything has to look right. So when
Yeah,
you're watching both of them do it,
symmetric shit is aesthetically pleasing.
absolutely, yeah. I hate it when you make a plan, you build big building, and then all of a sudden you just go, ah shit, I forgot something.
Yeah, I
And you just
haven't played Minecraft since the craze
it's
happened.
I didn't want to play it because of the craze, and then I got into it because I started watching. I think it was Felix who I was watching mainly, and I started watching it, and I thought that looks really like I want to try it again because I played it 10 years ago when it was
Yeah,
first
same
released.
when it was still like in beta.
Yeah.
Yeah,
That's
that's
right.
when I
That's right.
last played it. Now I would love to, but like if I got into it, I wouldn't have time for anything else probably.
I've
Knowing
been in it.
myself.
I've spent hours and hours and hours on it. It is such a I'm not going to say time waster because you're doing something, I guess, but it melts away time. Like it's a time machine. You go into it, you play for 5 minutes, and then 5 hours have passed.
Yeah, and
It,
I know it would fuck me up because when I play games that have plot and that have an end to it, I will play like when I played Assassin's Creed, it was also like 5 years ago last
mhm.
time. Then I would spend day and night, all day long, not like getting up or anything, not sleeping, just to finish the game.
Yeah,
And then I
yeah,
will randomly play the side quest and all, but I had to finish it. And since Minecraft doesn't really have a finish except like the dragon or whatever, but it still
yeah,
continues, go until I finish it. I would
I
fuck
totally get
myself
you.
over.
You spend so it's not just like the goal orientation because you set your own ideas, you set your own goals for it. So you go, I'm gonna make a house today, and then you spend an hour just figuring out what kind of house you want to make, what you want to make it out of, and then when you have an idea, then you have to go, oh, well, if I'm going to do that, I need this. It's
Yeah.
like I was streaming yesterday and I wanted to take my birds home because they're in a jungle and I need to go into the nether with them and all that kind of stuff. But I've got two of them. And the very first, I thought I'm going to start the stream. Cool. Yeah, started it. Just going to take them home. Got on a boat. Both of them in the boat. Cool. Wait, I can't get in the boat. Oh, shit. Okay, how am I going to do this? So now I have like another scenario of how am I going to get them home properly? And the answer is I need to find a lead. Well, if I'm going to find a lead, I need to get I need to make one because there's no merchants around here, so or llama people, whatever it is. So it's like, oh shit, now I've got to do this, and now I've got to do this, and this, and this, and this. And on the way to getting like to the place where the slime is, you see a sunken ship, and you're like, oh, there might be a lead in there. So you're just constantly getting distracted and pulled in different directions in Minecraft. It's fucking nuts how addictive it is.
So I would
And
probably just go into creative and build stuff rather than play.
I'm the
I love
opposite.
building. I
Yeah,
play Sims also just to build stuff and all.
sure.
Build myself a cool base and then not play in it.
Just to have it.
Yeah.
Yeah, I totally understand. You know what? When it comes to Minecraft, the only time I've you done creative properly is when I built the assault course with Haley for the charity stream. Apart from that, I love survival because I like the idea that I've built something what I've actually had to put together myself. I haven't just
Yeah.
gone. I haven't just like typed in I want this. Da da da. Oh cool. Now I'm just gonna fly up in the air and do it. Like everything is just taken time, and then
It's
afterwards you sort of go, oh.
satisfying when you just work for it, but like I couldn't be bothered. I would
No,
just
I
be
understand.
annoying probably.
Yeah, totally understand what you're talking about. I always equate it to like, yeah, I always feel like it's kind of like a microwaved meal versus chopping all the vegetables and cooking the meat
Yeah.
and like it's the same. So and it could be the exact same result, like taste the exact same, but because you know you did it yourself and it took time, you appreciate it more in a sense.
True.
That's how I see it, at least. I don't know. I mean, I just
I
love.
I getcha.
Yeah, I
No.
really like. I in fact last night I played World of Warcraft with my brother for the very first time. I've never played WoW before,
Yeah.
and I was playing it, and it's really grindy, but I kind of liked it. Like I was literally just killing the same thing over and over again, and it wasn't me hitting, and doing different moves. It was me just clicking and then leaving it, and I liked it. So I'm hoping I don't want to get sucked in to it, but I do feel like this is going to head the same direction where it's like hours and hours and hours on one thing, just grind. In fact, I believe my brother, yeah, my brother is playing it right now, and we stopped playing about 12:30 last night. So he's been playing it. I don't think he stopped. I'm sure he has stopped playing it, but yeah, it's one of those where you're just gonna get into it, and it's like, oh boy, it's gonna be fun.
Yeah.
I don't know. It's one of those things where addiction is such a real thing, and it's like, oh, okay, let's be careful what we're getting into right now, because you just never know where you're gonna lose your time, you know. And procrastinating is such a real thing, isn't it?
Oh yeah. I know
Like,
it too well.
I can imagine, dude. That's what I was gonna ask. I'm going to move on to questions as well, but I was going to ask you something. You know, when it comes to your pieces and drawing, has there been a piece where you've drawn it, you really liked it, but you sort of kept it for yourself, or have you always posted it if you like it?
No, I usually like the big pieces I do, I usually post them, but I have a lot of stuff in my sketchbook that I don't share because it's just like warm-ups and all. Sometimes they come out really cool and I like them, but I don't post them. They're just like sketches.
That's nice. Do you think you'd ever post them, or is it like, no, this is just for me?
I wouldn't mind sharing them in probably like a video or a sketchbook tour or whatever, but
I feel like that's I think that's a good thing for people to see if you would, because obviously they see the end product. So I bet people would love to see like how it started, if you would.
I do have a like sketchbook, like older sketchbook where I have ideas for my digital pieces, and they are a big mess, but you can still see they are similar to the end product.
Yeah, I get you.
Sketches. It's kind of fun to look at.
I get that. I understand that. I'm trying to find games where, yeah. The reason I ask is because obviously I'm a streamer and stuff, but I want to find games where I'm playing it for just me. Because a lot of times I'm like, I really like this game. Oh shit, let's stream it. And I need to sometimes step back from that. I feel like I need to step back from that because I need to enjoy a game just for the game and not do it just because I know. Even though I want to share that hype for the game with people, I just want to make sure that I am doing some things for me. Like play a game because I like games, not just because I like streaming. There's a game.
Played games in ages.
Yeah,
years probably now.
Get into Minecraft, mate. You fall into the black hole that is Minecraft.
Damn.
Oh. But yeah, I've got like World of Warcraft. I feel like that's gonna be a game where I'm gonna play it outside streams, and even though I mentioned it in my Discord, I don't know if I'm going to play Outer Wilds and stream it. I actually feel like Outer Wilds is going to be a game where I'm going to play myself. It's a wonderful game, but yeah, it's just one of those games where I'm like, I want this one for me, and that's it.
It's good to have something for yourself, like to get like distract yourself from all like that you have to be hyped for a game and all, sharing the experience, all of that.
Yeah, and sometimes sometimes there's like a story going on in a game, or there's some really awesome moments, and you just want to take it in instead of taking it in but looking at the chat, making sure everyone's okay, and making sure the stream's going all right. Just play a game and relax and just get immersed. I feel like that's what's missing for me right now when it comes to me gaming. Like I need to just immerse myself more and not worry too much about anything else.
Yeah.
I don't know. It's interesting. But we have like a bunch of questions, dude. So that's gonna be fun. And you know what's really cool? Like some are legit ones in like real questions where it's like, you know, how did you do this and blah, blah, blah. I believe there's some people who have thrown like some random ass.
I love random questions.
I like random questions too. I appreciate. I like the deep ones, but when you have the random questions what make no sense, I like that too. We'll do normal questions first, and we'll finish on really stupid questions. Is that all right?
Sure.
Cool. So Loco Chavo or Marley Nike says, what do you listen to while drawing?
Random music on Spotify usually, or like I need to have some kind of background noise. Usually doesn't matter what it is, if it's music or ASMR or like podcast random videos that I watched 1,000 times, so I'm just gonna put it in the background. Usually I'm listening to a lot of like country music.
Country music?
Yeah.
Really?
Music, because I got sucked in the YouTube algorithm that like it gave me The Voice USA, and there is like the judges. There is I think Adam Levine, Blake Shelton, and some other people. So I grew to love Blake Shelton, so I checked out his music. He's a country artist. I like it. So now I Googled some more country music. Usually, I actually just looked for country on Spotify, and it gave me a random playlist. So that's what I'm listening to nowadays.
Yes, I do that sometimes on Spotify.
Hosier.
Hosier. Hosier. I think. I don't listen to them, to be fair, but yeah, I do that sometimes where I just go, I fancy this genre, and then I just put in Spotify, and it comes up with a playlist. Metal usually for me. Like I'll just go on to Spotify, and and I'll type in metal playlist, and it'll just come up with stuff, and I'm like, oh, I've never heard this song before, and I start liking stuff. So yeah, that's pretty cool.
I just go into like there's the home, and they have like made for you or something like that, like random playlist, daily mixes.
Yes, exactly what I do.
Yeah.
It's pretty cool, isn't it? That I like that made for you, because it throws the ones what you do love, and it's like, try this one, try this one.
Yeah. And it's usually also has some bands that I already like, so I'm like, yeah, sure.
yeah, of course. Yeah, Slipknot's my go-to. Slipknot and System of a Down and Five Finger Death Punch are my favourite metal bands. I love all three of them. They're really cool.
I don't know much of their music, actually.
They're good. They're just good. I can't really explain it. It's a hard one. Actually,
yeah, I know their stuff, especially Five Finger Death Punch.
Yeah.
We listen to that in the car a lot.
Nice.
But I like metal, but I prefer rock, I think, over metal.
I've just started getting into Tool, and they're so good. Tool is legit, and I felt bad because so many people have told me about them before, and I just never listened. So yeah, Tool's great. Everyone should listen to Tool. Their new album's good too. What was I going to say? Oh yeah, next question. Nadia, this is actually a silly one, but I like it. Between you and Soko, who's likely to cuddle a huge bear? See, I'm short, so I believe I'd get crushed by a bear. And you're tall, so I think you'd be able to handle it.
Maybe, but I'm not much of a cuddler, though.
Are you not?
Hugs, maybe. Cuddling, I don't like it.
Depends what you. It depends how you want to describe cuddling with a bear. Because is cuddling a bear hugging it? Is cuddling a bear spooning it? I don't think I'd want to spoon a bear.
Oh yeah, me neither.
Bears are vicious. I don't like. People have this idea because of Yogi Bear and stuff that they're really friendly creatures and stuff.
Oh no, I saw a bear like in a forest once in mountains.
Yeah. Wow, really?
He was quite far away, but like there are signs that there are possibilities that you're gonna see a bear, and I was like, oh yeah, a bear, let's fucking run away.
I shit myself. I could not handle that.
He was chill, just scratching you like on the tree or something.
Right, yeah, I get you. They are scary. Like I feel like this answer is going to be between you and Soko, who's likely to cuddle a bear. I think we both not want to do it.
Yeah, I mean, I can take it.
I'll push you into the bear.
Choose, I can take it.
Yeah, I'll let you volunteer for that one, buddy. Marissa says, what element of making your art do you enjoy most? For example, doing the line art or the shading, etc., etc.
I don't know, probably sketching. Sketching is fun, like getting the ideas out of your head and onto a like piece of paper or something.
Yeah. Makes sense. Seeing
it come to life, it's very satisfying.
I can. That is nice. That's what I mean by the sketchbook. It'd be cool to see that and then see where it led to. I think that'd be really cool.
But also coloring. Coloring is fun. Like rendering a piece to completion and just seeing, oh yeah, now it's done. I like it. That's also cool.
Nah, that's good. I like that.
Line art, I hate with a burning passion. I hate it.
Why is that? Because I'm not too sure. I honestly not too sure about it myself.
I have the shakiest hand you like anyone ever had.
Mm-hmm.
So like I need to set the like what's it called? Whatever. It makes your line smoother.
Oh, I see. Yeah.
And it lags my laptop. So that I hate, but also just that I need to like make straight lines like very slowly and everything needs to be perfect. It's just I hate it.
You're too creative. You're like your mind and what you want to do it needs to be fast, and then for line art it has to be slow.
Yeah, exactly.
I get that. Skid says, yeah, it needs to be perfect. Yeah, perfection and stuff. That's the fucker of all fuckers trying to get perfection. Skid says a lot of people have had defining moments in their lives. What would you say a defining moment has been for you? Whether it has been whether it be as an artist or just a person.
Damn.
I know
I
it's
don't
a big
I
question.
don't know if I have one. Like for an artist, it will probably be like starting my Instagram because that pushed me where I am now. If I
Sure.
didn't start that, I wouldn't start posting on Twitter and all of that.
Mm,
But as a person, I have no idea. I had a lot of trauma in my life, so that probably like shaped me as a person. But
yeah,
like, I don't know. A
it's
mess.
interesting. I don't. I don't know. Defining moments as a person to self-reflect is a hard thing to do.
Yeah.
Like it's one of those where like you want to have someone tell what it is for you instead of you trying to figure out yourself.
There's
You know.
like a lot of smaller things that shaped me for who I am now, but like
Hmm.
one big thing, I don't think I had that yet.
Hmm. It's interesting. Maybe it's happened. Maybe it's gonna happen eventually.
Yeah,
Maybe it's already
I don't know.
happened. Yeah, exactly. But that's a good question, Skid. It's a hard one.
That was
Definitely a hard
hard.
one. See a Light says, if you had to only draw in one style for the rest of your life, which would you choose?
Oh, you sneaky. Damn, damn
Which,
it. I love like cartoony styles because they are very expressive and I can have fun with them. I don't need to like make anything look super perfect and all of that.
yeah.
Realism gives you satisfaction, especially when it's who you drew. So that's like really cool for me,
Hmm.
at least. I don't know, damn it.
You
I
have
would
to choose,
probably,
dude.
yeah, especially if I have to choose in between my different cartoony style. Yeah.
Which one was that? Sorry, I think I missed your answer.
Like if I have to like probably I would probably choose cartoonish, but I have no idea which one of my cartoony styles I would choose.
I get
But if
you.
I had to choose, I would on realism because
The
like
realism
yeah,
one. Wow, that's
it's
interesting.
fun, more fun for me.
Yeah, that makes sense. That makes sense. It's interesting. I do like your meme stuff though. I think your memes are great. Again a good. That's a really good question again. Again, this person is like always going to get a shout out for me just because I always pronounce her name Dat Ass Pie. What do you see as a benefit from making art in multiple different styles? Why do you benefit from it?
Uh, well, I don't know. I started just learning realism
Hmm.
in art class, so that gave me a strong foundation to then like mess around with it.
Hmm.
Like planning to go later into art industries and all of that, you're pretty much required to work uh, because like when you, for example, work for Disney, you need to draw in that style because
Sure.
there's multiple artists working on one movie or one like short animation, but it's all made in the same style, so they need to like it look the same.
Yeah. I get that. I get that. It's the same
that
with manga. It's the same with
that
manga as
helps,
well, isn't
yeah.
it?
Yeah, exactly. So that helps like trying to even copy other styles, that there's this challenge, draw this in your style on or in like other styles
Yeah.
that like they are all around YouTube. That helps a lot, like trying to copy other styles. In
That
art
makes sense.
industry you're pretty much required to do that, so unless you're wanted for your own style, like for a like specific game or something
Sure.
too, but like usually you need to like useful in a way that you can copy pretty much.
So it's like an investment, if you would.
Yeah, pretty much. If you want to work in the like field, if not, then like just if you're doing it for yourself, it's mostly just flexibility to be able to like, for example, do commissions or something like
Mm,
working on different projects.
that makes sense. Makes total sense. That's cool. I like that. Galaxy Howell or Morgan, this is for Soko. If you were not an artist, what type of career would you be pursuing instead? Also not a question, but you're fantastic. Love heart.
Oh, um, probably something with interior design or because I'm still planning to go into tattooing, being a tattoo artist. I've
I
been
remember you
planning for a
saying
long
that, yeah.
while, but like I need to be able to support myself financially while also having the apprenticeship that it's free because you don't get paid for apprenticeships.
Of course.
Yeah, that. But also interior designs. I'm planning to, when I finish my field of studies now, the current one, I'm planning to go into interior design. Then combining it with my construction engineering will give me like more prospects.
That makes sense. Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
Because I'm not really planning to full-time work in art. Like that's not really realistic where I am now. So
Would it be something you'd plan in the future though? So, you know, if the opportunity to do it full time and earn a really good living from it, would you take it?
probably. In the past, I never really wanted to make art my job because then I would have to do it, and I
Sure.
do it. I just do it for fun, and it's like still something I love doing. But
Yeah.
I kind of fear when I was required to do art for a living, I would lose the joy I have from it.
Understandable. Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah.
I get
So
that.
I don't know. I would probably take it, but there's always a chance of a burnout.
Yeah, the chances definitely increase as well because you feel like you have to instead of you want to do it.
Yeah.
Totally understand. Totally understand. Good answer though, dude. Nightmare Wolf says, so how's life in Poland? What are some interesting places? Also, if you haven't already, make Dave say something stupid in Polish. I did not read this before. I shouldn't have. Oh, shit.
Oh damn. Wait. It's pretty boring. I live in a small town, and everything is dead after 11 p.m.
Really?
uh, but like when I go visit my boyfriend, he lives in a countryside. Everything is dead always. So
Wow.
yeah, but like when you go to the bigger city, like if I were to study in a bigger city, the like there's a lot of things to do. Pretty much all the bars are always open, and there's a lot of people, always something happening. But
Sure.
here right now, it's pretty boring.
Mm.
Yeah. Also, there's the fact that Poland is kind of like behind.
Behind what? Sorry.
Socially and just like certain what's it called like
I think I know what you're on about. So, like, would you say you like social dynamics and how people interact with each other?
beliefs, yeah, different beliefs and all, yeah, like
Yes.
because we're a very religious country. Like,
Yes.
even though millennials and Gen Z kids now associate themselves with religion that much. But if you were raised in like Catholic family and especially on the countryside or something like that, people are still very religious, and that contradicts with like LGBT culture. There's a lot of racists in here, and like it's usually the bigger the city, the worse it gets.
Yeah, of course.
The anti-LGBT parades made in Poland that were like 3 times bigger than the actual LGBT parades, the pride parades.
Wow.
And they were all approved by government.
It's kind of nuts, isn't it? Because it's just different cultures out there, and I think it's the same with Russia as well, isn't it? I don't know exactly. We can't get into politics and stuff because I never want to get into politics, but yeah, I've seen so many things about that where it's completely different when it comes to that. Hopefully they're going to start coming around to it eventually.
We're horrible with that, especially like it's Eastern, right? On the right side, Eastern side of Europe. We're horrible with that.
Yeah, I've only heard bad things most of the time. It's kind of crazy. I really hope it does start working out and people start to say like, no, we're not standing for this as a unit, but
we are getting better about it, but like it's very, very slow.
It's very interesting. I mean, it's just beliefs and how you brought up. There's so much forced beliefs where people have to think a certain way or else you get cast out. Like if there's anyone who is LGBTQ and plus, I think I've got those letters right.
Yeah.
If you like them, if you support them, then you can't be part of us. Like it's got to be, no, you have to, if you're going to be part of this country, part of this city, part of this town, whatever it is, you
Yeah.
have to have this mindset. And yeah,
A lot.
damn.
There's a lot of.
What was that? Sorry, Soko, you cut out.
There's a lot of that here. Like it's also like there's a lot of people that like travel to Poland because Poland is really cheap. Our
Yes.
currency is garbage, so like it's a pretty country, so people come here because it's cheap and pretty. So like a lot of people that visit, and you like people have YouTube channels or something, and they come visit Poland, make vlogs, and they have really great experience. But it's usually white males
Yes, definitely.
because they are treated like the regular people here. Like you speak English or any other language, whatever, you're one of us.
Yeah.
But there's like people of color visiting, or like very like outrageously LGBT people, like stereotypically.
Yeah.
So they're gonna get judged so hard here.
Wow. So stay away for a bit longer, a few more years. Stay away for a little bit, huh?
I mean, I would
Damn.
recommend visiting Poland. It's
I've heard it's
really
amazing.
pretty country.
I've heard it's beautiful.
A lot of forests. We have the seaside and also mountains. So like we even have a small desert.
Really?
Like very small. There's like two fronts of different fronts of air colliding there, and that's why nothing grows here or something like that.
Oh, I see. Yeah.
It's like it's pretty small, but it's still a desert. We have the weird like it's called Mazury in Poland. There's very mountainous, but there's still very big hills and all. So it kind of looks mountainous when you drive through there, but it's close to the sea.
That's weird.
Yeah,
I like that.
it's really cool. We have a lot of cool stuff here. A lot of castles and all, old towns, because anything that wasn't destroyed in the war, it's still here, and we try to preserve it, and it's really pretty. Because Poland is a really, really old country, actually.
Yes. Yeah, I know. Yeah. It's been, I can't remember how many years it's been there, or at least been established, but it's been going on for a long time. A long time. I've heard only good things about like how beautiful it is. My friend Michal, as I mentioned earlier, he always wanted me to go because he'd go visit his family, but it's one of those where I've always wanted to go, but I never got a chance to. So, it's one of those things.
If you get a chance, go for it. It's nice here.
Yeah, I think I'm going to be heading over to Amsterdam and stuff next year, but I don't know. We'll figure it out. I'm sure.
Go to Amsterdam or somewhere in Czech.
Something like that, yeah.
Amsterdam is in like Holland, or what's it called in English?
I'm not
too Holland, sure. What's it called? Wait. The Netherlands, yeah.
Oh, the Netherlands, yeah.
Yeah, we call it Holland. Holland,
okay.
Holland. Yeah,
Holland,
it's called the Netherlands. I always forget.
You know what's funny? Did you just Google something and it says the Netherlands?
Yeah.
I heard it. It sounded like it. The thing is, it sounded like DJ Khaled. He's like another one. He went another Netherlands. Yeah. I was like, oh god. Yeah,
I have like the dictionary that speaks every time you type into it.
That's amazing. That's so cool. Well, you've done amazing all the way through this, dude, with your English. It's been fantastic. It really has. My English has been worse, trust me. All right, Soko, we're moving on to your fan base questions.
Oh boy.
All right, you ready? So these are going to have to be quick fire ones, I believe. So the first one is from Mums Zashi and says, "Welcome to Applebee's. Do you want apples or bees? What would you choose?"
Bees.
Bees. I'd choose bees. Yeah, I'd choose bees. Honey as well.
Bees are my favorite animal, along with ducks.
Really?
So yeah, I'm choosing bees always.
Apples suck as a fruit. Apples are like the most boring fruit.
Yeah.
The only thing that's more boring than an apple is a banana for a fruit. They're boring.
Probably, yeah. We can do more things with a banana than an apple, I think.
Yeah. That's amazing. Dragon Shift or Draki, who's got who commissioned you for a headpiece, I guess, How does one space?
What?
Come on now.
The space?
Space, yes. How does one space? As in not space in a gap, as in space in space.
The space in just click it on your keyboard. Oh, yes.
No, not on the keyboard. No, well, it
You'll
could be, I
never
guess.
know. Maybe it's the keyboard.
Maybe, you know what? That might be true. Just, and that's it, keyboard.
You know,
How
just
does
get
one...
a balloon and fly really, really high.
Just a big balloon and just keep going and do not stop until...
Definitely won't pop.
Definitely won't suffocate as you go too high.
Yeah.
Definitely no dying. It's fine.
100% recommended.
What's that? Sorry.
100% recommended.
Yes, completely safe. And the thing is, you can't complain if you do it because you chose to do it anyway. Right. White Rice says, "How do you like your eggs? Toasted or frozen?"
Frozen.
Frozen.
It's very hot. Yes, it's very hot. A frozen egg will do me good.
It's not bad. But do you freeze the egg with the shell on, or do you take the shell off and then freeze it?
You have the shell on, so then when you peel it, it's nice and egg shaped.
It's like a Magnum. You know Magnum ice cream.
Yeah.
So it's like the nice chocolate shell, and then the ice cream's in the center.
It's nice and crispy.
Oh God, frozen eggs and the Magnums. Oh, that's great. So good. Hang on a second. Oh yeah, Creeper Michael Micah Memestone says, milk before the cereal or cereal before the milk. I will judge you if you choose the wrong
Cereal
option.
before the milk. Hello.
So good. I'm so
kind of lunatic does the opposite.
Dude, I know plenty of people who do. Like seriously, people go, no. You put your milk in first, and then you put your cereal in. So then the cereal. No, their weird mind says because it makes it so the cereal doesn't go soggy as quick.
Gonna go soggy. Just use not warm milk, then it won't go soggy as quickly. With
or just
cold
eat
milk.
fast. Eat fast. That's all you gotta do.
Or just read cereal without milk.
That's all. To a fair dude, the amount of times I've eaten cereal and just poured it in a bowl, I go for the milk and I went, nah, fuck it, and just start eating the cereal and just start crunching away.
Yeah, just get it with the box. Just don't bother with a bowl.
Oh yeah, that's true. Yeah, you don't have to wash up then, do you?
Right.
That's the right answer. Milk before cereal or cereal before milk. Just eat it out of the goddamn box. There, we're done.
Yeah. Like a goddamn savage.
And you have to use your hands to eat it out of the box. You can't.
Exactly. Where are you gonna use a fork?
People trying to spoon it out of the box, like, and it keeps slipping off, and it's just a disaster. You know, I've done it before with cereals.
Pour it into your mouth, like straight in from the box.
Just use your tongue, so it's like a crane machine. So like the tongue goes and you just take a piece each
on
time.
the edge.
I'll be like an anteater. I'm just, and that's it. Just one little bit at a time. What's your favorite cereal, by the way, before we finish?
I don't know. We don't have like the big brands like the Fruity Pebbles or stuff like that here. We have the Nesquik ones.
Yeah.
Have Cinny Minis or whatever, the cinnamon ones.
Yeah.
There's also like
do you just have vodka?
There's the wheat that's like blown with air.
Wheat
like popcorn? Yeah, wheat.
I think I know what about. You just have wheat. You just have wheat in a bowl.
And it's covered in honey, and it's really good.
Oh, I don't know. I don't know which one you're on about. Sugar Puffs, no.
It's like you have like rice that it's like puffed with air.
Rice Krispies, yeah.
The same thing can be done with wheat.
Oh, and it gets covered in honey.
Yeah.
Oh, that sounds amazing. Oh, making me hungry. In fact, I need to eat actually after this. Anyway, we're done, Soko. We're done.
That's great.
I'm really that was really fun, dude. And yeah, thanks for coming on. It's been I've wanted you to be on it.
So much stupid shit.
I expected nothing less, and And that's what I like. I like just doing random conversation with no real goal in mind. Just talk whatever, and if it ends up we talk about nothing, or we talk about really deep stuff, or just funny stuff, or anything, like, it's fun. And it's just been really nice to speak to you again, really, dude. It's been a long time,
man.
It's been fun. So is there anything else you want to say to anyone who's listening? Is there anyone you want to give a shout out to, or anything like that?
No, I don't know. No. Drink responsibly.
Drink responsibly. Drink water. Stay hydrated. Keep away from vodka. And what else can we say?
No. Eat a lot of lasagna. Lasagna is good.
Pizza's almost better. If you go to Pizza Express, have pizza. Don't be like Soko and Pillagey. Please don't. I was so disappointed.
Do it just to annoy the whiskey. Please do it.
No, don't do it. James will be like, yes.
Then tag him in photos on Twitter. Do it, please.
Wait, as in take a picture of them eating a lasagna and they just tag me in it?
Yes.
That's going to be the weirdest. I feel like that's going to be the weirdest thing I've ever been tagged in. And I've been tagged in a lot of weird shit. All right, dude. Thanks. Thank you for coming on. I'm just going to say to everyone, thank you for watching. Leave a like, comment, subscribe if you want to. Make sure you follow Soko on everything. Is it SokoDraws on everything, Soko? Or is
Usually either SokoDraws or Soko is trying.
I like that one. It's cute. But yeah, I'll make sure all the links are down below, guys. And that's it. We'll see you next week. We've finally finished August. Well, in the month of August. So we're going to be starting to book everything in for September. I've already got a few people booked in. Soko, I'll tell you who it is after this, if that's cool.
Yeah.
Cool. All right, dudes. I'll catch you in the next episode. Thank you for watching, and I'll see you very soon. Say bye, Soko.
Bye.
Bye. Bye.